And Shalom is Brother Yasha Mazakar from the Israelite Report, IsraeliteReport.com. Upon my watch, all praises are definitely due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahawashi. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. I had, it's this, thing that I like to do now. I like to go on social media and kind of just see what people are talking about. And I went on Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter, and see all kinds of interesting things there now because they've supposedly allowed free speech. This guy Elon Musk. So anyway, it's a lot of racist posts on there again, right? For a time, they were banning or censoring these racist posts. So, I like to go on there now and see what these Edomites are talking about. And they're speaking their mind openly and freely again, because, X or Twitter is supposed to be, free speech now. And I ran across this and I said, I gotta talk about it. This one Edomite posted something on Twitter. It was a meme. It says, do you really think you need your AR-15 in case your government comes for you? Like this one person is asking another person. It says, do you really think you need your AR-15 in case your government comes for you? And the person replied back in the meme, no, I need it for the blacks. Let me read it again. Do you really think you need your AR-15 in case your government comes for you? Response, no, I need it for the blacks. So this was a meme on Twitter saying that, this person posted this up basically saying the guns that they're buying are not for the government, it's for the blacks, you niggas. But yet you got niggas running around here talking about there is no, no racial uproar or uprising or problems, or there's no situation. And I've been saying, and brothers have been telling you, that there's a time of Jacob's trouble coming, and the accuser of thy brother, of thy brethren, Esau Edom, is looking to blame you niggas for every single problem in this country. Because they have a perpetual hatred towards Jacob. Now, I'm going to read some of the comments, right? Because a lot of these Edomites reply back because they love this meme. I'm going to show you what they really think about you in case you want to get ignorant and think that they're your brothers. Okay? Let me tell you what Esau thinks about you. This is how they replied back to that meme. Someone wrote, it really is true. I carry a gun almost solely because of them. Who's of them? They're talking about you Negroes and you Latinos. Because, oh boy, do they hate y'all right now. Oh, you best believe Esau hate you Latinos too. So much and so they're trying to get the Negroes, so-called black man, to join them to help get rid of you. Because a lot of these Christian right patriots, what they try to do is divide and conquer. They'll go to the black neighborhoods and ask them, what do you think about the illegal immigrants coming across the border? Don't you think they're taking jobs from the black people here in America? And some of these niggas don't understand. They're so stupid. They don't get divide and conquer. And they'll be like, yeah, man, I see it. See it, man. They taking jobs from poor black folk. Which, even if it's true, right? Which, let's be honest, Esau ain't giving you niggas nothing anyway. But of course, they put the blame on the so-called illegal immigrants coming across. right? Because Esau is crafty like that. But anyway, I'm going to read some more of these comments. One guy says here, I could be in a private gated community with nothing but rich black folks, and I lock my car doors and grab my pistol. That's what someone wrote underneath a reply to this meme. I'm going to read it again for you rich niggas, you uppity rich niggas that think you done made it in America and that you're respected. This is what these Edomites are saying to you. This is how they feel about you. In your little suit and tie, right? This is how they feel about you. I could be in a private gated community with nothing but rich black folks, meaning I could be surrounded. I could have no problems, no issues. It could just be rich black people minding their business. But listen to what he says. It says, and I lock my car doors and grab my pistol. Because even Jay-Z said it, rich nigga, poor nigga, still nigga. You're still a nigga. They don't give a shit about you being rich. You're just a rich nigga. Kanye said it. What did he say? A nigga in the Benz is just a nigga in the coupe. A black man in the Benz is just a nigga in the coupe or something like that. Someone else writes, let's be real. We all know that if we ever encounter violence in our lifetime, it will probably be from a black person. These are Edomites. You know? So you niggas that get mad and say, why you always talking about the white man? Why you always talking about the white man? They're my brothers. We both love people. We my brothers. Well, this is how he feel about you. They see you as nothing but violent, thug, criminal. That's it. That's all you are. That's all you can ever be to them. They have a perpetual hatred towards you. They're your enemy. The scriptures tell you to never trust thine enemy. Never. Okay? And the hypocritical part is these Edomites are over here talking about violence when they commit the most violence throughout the earth. Yeah, sure, these niggas, they have their gang banging, their gang violence, their neighborhood beefs, and that's bad enough because it's usually black on black crime. But these Edomites, these white folks, they go throughout the whole entire earth and bomb the shit out of people, kill innocent babies and children. Innocent women and children. Salakia, slip of the tongue. Right? Do it all the time. Like it's nothing. And you know what they do? They hang up their flag and say, God bless America. Kill all those. And I was in the military, so I know how they think. You know, when we getting deployed to different places, or even if I wasn't going on a deployment, you hear them saying, we got to go over there and set things in order because they have a ruling class mentality. They have a God complex. We got to go over to Iraq and make them do what they're supposed to do. Go over there and bomb the shit out of them. They don't give a damn how many innocent women and children they kill. They pretend like that never happened. That was done in the name of liberty, freedom. They call it, Operation Iraqi Freedom. Right? Someone else wrote this. Let me get back to it. Someone else wrote this. Extended to violent critical race theorists. And you're right. Lots of white people who view you as an evil oppressor simply because of your skin color, the same way there are lots of black people who feel a moral justification to hurt you because of slavery or something. Now, basically what they're saying, they're basically saying that the liberal whites who feel guilty about what they done to black folks in slavery, they should be killed too. Right? And notice how they downplay slavery. They say the same way there are lots of black people who feel a moral justification to hurt you because of slavery or something. Like, slavery wasn't that big of a deal. Now, the thing is with Esau is Esau doesn't feel guilty about anything that he has done to Jacob because of that perpetual hatred. Says Zechariah 11:4 says, "Thus saith the Lord, my power, feed the flock of their slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty." Okay, because they don't feel guilty. They feel like they've done what they needed to do. They feel like when they kill a nigga, they're keeping niggas in line, keeping niggas in order. This is their true feeling. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they sell them, say, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich," and their own shepherds pity them not. Let me get, there was another post here. This came from someone named Shawal Yah. So it has to be I would say more than likely a black man that identifies himself as an Israelite. This is what he says: "No matter how many black people you kill, that won't stop your nation from collapsing." And that's very true. He's right. I don't know this brother personally, but he's right. Esau thinks he's going to kill his way, through these troubling times that he's facing because his kingdom is collapsing. So the answer to that is kill niggas. Because his gift was the sword. That was his blessing, the sword. So whenever there's a problem, the first thing he does is point at niggas. And what the brother wrote, this guy Shawal Yah, this is what he wrote: "No matter how many black people you kill, that won't stop your nation from collapsing." And an Edomite responded back to him saying, "Guess we'll have to take out as many as possible on the way out, right?" And he replied with a smart ass answer, saying, "Look, I guess we'll have to take out as many as possible on the way out, right?" And that's Esau's attitude. So what if our kingdom is collapsing? We're going to go out with a bang. And that's what I've been trying to tell these niggas. You don't understand what's happening. Esau's about to show you his horns. He's about to take his mask off. All that lovey-dovey, what does it say? I forget where it's at. No hand joining hand joining hand, right? The, what is it? The wicked will not go unpunished or something like that. I'm not saying it verbatim. Their attitude is they're going to go out with a bang. They're not going to give their kingdom up without a bang. Because that's what's in his spirit. That's Esau. Okay? So the brother was on point, though. He says, no matter how many black people you kill, that won't stop your nation from collapsing. I don't know what the brother believes in. I don't know if he's a Old Testament only Israelite, a New Testament Israelite. I don't know, If he know the true name of the Lord, he got Yah. I don't know if he knows the true name of the Lord, which is Yahweh, and his only begotten son is Yahawashi. I don't know the brother. So, but what he said, what he posted was on point. But what Esau, this Edomite, replied back with was basically what was in his spirit. That we're going to take out as many of you niggas as we can on the way out. I just want y'all to understand what we're going to be looking at, what we're going to be dealing with in the near future. Because, yeah, it's easy to say, I'm crazy. Yashim, I don't know. You, brother, you always talking about this shit. You always talking about a civil war coming. Shit's always going to hit the fan with you, Yashima. Just wait. Wait until this devil has had enough. See, I'm looking at what's happening and I see something bubbling underneath the surface. See, if you're a surface-based person and you don't look deep into what's going on, you won't get it. If you're just watching CNN and Fox News and CBS News, ABC News, it doesn't look like a race war is coming. It doesn't look like civil war is coming. It doesn't look like martial law is coming. Just wait. Okay? Jacob's trouble is coming. Jeremiah 30:4. And these are the words of the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice trembling of fear and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child, right? Because ain't no man gonna give birth to a child, But that's how they're gonna be looking when this troubling time comes. It says, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness, because it's going to be a very, very troubling time. Men that think that they're gangster, think that they're tough guys, they're going to faint in that day. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. There's not going to be a time like what we're going to see. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for deliverance from this trouble that's coming. When these Edomites have decided that enough is enough and they're tired of you niggas, they're going to make the argument that they've tried to make peace, because that's in Esau's mind, them living the best life and you living below them. As long as they're not killing you, then that's peace to them. See, that's justified in their eyes. See, you're nothing but a nigga to them anyway. You're not supposed to have what they have. And so you niggas been marching and trying to get upgraded and get on the same level as them. And at the same time, you got these little gangbanger niggas going around smashing grabs, stealing shit, breaking in people's cars, you fucking up every city. And there's going to come a time when these Edomites are going to say enough is enough. We're tired of you niggas. I'm tired of you niggas. So you can imagine how Esau feels about you niggas. See, the problem is a lot of you have never lived amongst them. I did. I was forced to. When I was in the military, I lived amongst them. I was in Idaho. Okay. I know how they feel about you niggas. You don't know. You got a couple of Edomite friends you might be cool with. You might live in a liberal city. So you think that, shit, I can't see them doing all that. No, they're going to do all that. They're going to do everything I said. More importantly, they're going to do everything the scripture said. They're going to bring a time of Jacob's trouble. Meaning they're going to roll on you niggas. And they got better guns than you. And they know how to aim and shoot better than you. Lie to yourself if you want to. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that's what we're looking for, that salvation, to be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. All right? That's what we're looking for. The Lord to break that yoke, that bondage. We want to be looked at as righteous in the eyes of the Lord, mainly through our faith. Because, truth be told, we all deserve death. We're all wicked. We're all subject to sin. But through our faith, the just shall live by his faith. Right? Our faith in the Lord. And him seeing that we're trying to do, we're trying to rehearse the righteous acts and be as righteous as we possibly can, in this wicked kingdom, this wicked society. We're doing the best. We're serving the Lord to the best of our ability so that judgment will pass by us. Okay, we're looking for those death angels to pass over us so that we're not counted amongst the wicked. Now, these Edomites don't feel like, again, they hold themselves not guilty, so they don't feel any guilt about what they've done to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, they feel no guilt. Jeremiah 22:13, woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness. And this place was built by unrighteousness, with unrighteous decrees, slave labor. And they know this and they don't give a damn. They laugh, man. I remember, damn, this just came to my mind. When I was in elementary school, there was this Edomite out, I was at a predominantly black school, obviously. But there was an Edomite. He was in my class or whatever, but they were playing Roots. I don't know if it was for Black History Month or whatever, but they were playing Roots. The movie Roots. And I remember him laughing. He thought the shit was funny. Okay, because again, it's in his spirit. That's in Esau's spirit. I remember him laughing. Little skinny, freckle-faced Edomite with a ponytail, little asshole. But he was laughing. He had, grin on his face. He thought that shit was funny. He didn't see nothing wrong with what they did. That's in their spirit. So what? We beat y'all niggas, hung y'all niggas, made y'all work for free, raped y'all women. What are you crying for? But yet those same Edomites will be crying to this day, still crying about what happened in 9/11. We'll never forget. We'll never forget how they took down the towers, even though it's proven that that's not what happened, that it was an inside job. But they didn't care. They didn't say, oh, look, well, it was proven that it was the government that was in on that, and the Bush administration was in on the towers thing, being dropped. 9/11 was an inside job. They didn't, no. You know what they said? And I remember, because again, I was already signed up for the military when this happened. They were saying, we're going to go kill them sand niggers. I remember. Okay? Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that uses his neighbor's service without wages. They don't read this because you got a lot of these Christian-based Edomites. They read the Bible all the damn time. They don't read this and think about you. They don't think to themselves, oh shit, damn, we did put them in slavery. We did make them work without wages. That's going to come back on us. No. They call it manifest destiny. Forgive and forget, nigga. Get over it. Okay? Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness and his chambers by wrong, that uses his neighbor's service without wages and giveth him not for his work. And that's what they've done. These people had hundreds of years of a head start on us, and yet they'll still point the finger and look at us and say, see, these niggas ain't worth shit. Why can't they pull themselves up by their bootstraps? That's how they feel. That's Esau. That's Esau for you. I'm only pointing this out because I want you to understand what you're dealing with. His true spirit. Don't get caught up in the hype. I know a lot of these Trump supporters are trying to flip it and make it look like, look, we're all in this together. We got to come against the New World Order. We got to come against Fauci and Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum. We got to come against Bill Gates and the mandates for the shots and all that. We're in this together. No, we're not. No, we're not. They're just trying to use you for the moment because they realize, as the brother said in that Twitter post, that their kingdom is collapsing. And now they're trying to use you to fight it off and extend their kingdom for as long as they possibly can. But Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that which followeth. Okay? And there's nothing they can do to stop that. They can talk all the shit they want to on Twitter and on these different platforms, but they can't stop what's coming. Ecclesiasticus 10:8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, and it's going to be translated. The book of Daniel tell you the saints will take the kingdom, and we're going to be in rulership forever and ever, even forever. Okay? Because the Lord has promised us that, and we have to believe that. We didn't go through what we went through for nothing. That was a punishment on us for turning our back on the Lord. The Lord said, I will go into my place until they acknowledge their offense, right? We offended the Lord. We worship, just to let you know, while we're in the condition that we're in, we worship false gods and idols, and the Lord was not having it. So he turned his back on us. But our deliverance is through his only begotten son, Yahawashi, who shed his blood for us, so we could be redeemed. Okay? And now our salvation draweth nigh. We're closer than what it appears. Because Esau will have you to think that this kingdom is going to go well. That's Psalms 49:11. Right? Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. And if you don't know the scriptures, if you don't know the truth, you will believe that. But that's part of the reason why this devil, the accuser of thy brethren, this devil is looking to blame us for this collapse. So he could say, look, we got to overthrow these niggas. We got to put these niggas back in bondage in order to save our nation, our country. They're looking for a justifiable reason to do these things. And they set up these false teachers, whether they be The Nation of Islam, the Nuwapians, the Egyptologists, the Kemet conscious community, and these sellouts in these Israelite camps doing the same shit. So they can accuse us. So we're going to be persecuted for righteousness' sake. But again, the Lord said he shall deliver us. He shall save us out of it. He shall save us out of Jacob's trouble. And we have to believe that, because there's some terrible times that are coming. I could sit up here and preach to you smooth things, but then that would make me a false prophet. I could lie to you and tell you everything would be all right, but that would make me a false prophet. And the blood would be on my hands. I could lie to you like these other guys do. A lot of these Israelite camps, they just, Kwam Yasharala. They sit there and talk to you about marriage all day and how good things going to be and how to make money. They're not warning you. They're not telling you about the times to come. We're about to head into some very difficult times. Shit's about to get real. Playtime's about to come to an end, man. That's all I can do is give you the truth. I can't give you bullshit, because then the blood is on my hands